Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. I got a special guest with me here today, Mr. Jerry Miculek, and we thought that we would make a really cool video for you. This is going to be called The Battle of the Braces. Braces, braces, braces. All right, and we're going to be talking about various pistol and shotgun braces, okay? So NFA law is kind of strange, okay? If I go in a gun store and I buy an AR-15,
right,
all right, and I buy it as a rifle, and then I buy it as a pistol, right? You know as well as I do, you just pop a few pins and you can just go into adult Lego mode, and not to suggest that one would do that or buy those guns for that reason, but the odd thing is that you've got these braces out here, and there are so many braces on all of these pistols. The majority of what we're going to show you here, if not everything, is a pistol build. A pistol can have a brace, and the way that the braces came about, and see, Jerry's looking at me a little bit perplexed because he's seeing some stuff here. He's like, what the heck is going on? The way that the braces came about is as a prosthetic device for people who have disabilities or who have, you know, some form of injury and they can't hold up a gun very well. It allows them to strap it to their arm, and the idea is that you're, you know, using the axis of your arm and have a little bit more leverage to hold the gun and shoot it easier. But as time has gone on, okay, lots of companies have followed suit to use the brace concept as a means to make these guns a lot easier, you know, for people to get around, right? And yeah, so we're going to show off some, and this is intended to be the Battle of the Braces. So initially, I showed you this 410 here, the little 590. Right. And that's a brace.
Okay.
Okay.
I do have to say, I'm in the competition side of stuff. I'm not into the, but this is pretty trick stuff here. Yeah. So this is the Shockwave.
It is.
And a pistol brace.
It is. It's a 410 Shockwave, so you've got the short barrel. Now, traditionally, let's say you waltzed into a gun shop, let's just say 20 years ago or something, that'd be an NFA item. So it goes to show just how kind of asinine some of the NFA laws are when it comes to short barrel rifles and short barrel shotguns, because those lines are blurred so much with stuff that's out there now. And look, I am not complaining, because, and the other important distinction to make is that this is none of this is the intended to bypass that idea. It's just one of those unintended things that sort of is out there, and now there's so many, like the brace floodgates have opened, and now there's just tons of things that take these styles of braces. You can do folding mechanisms on them, collapsible stocks. This one's just like a fixed, you know, A2 style. It's a little bit longer, but I set this gun up for Brandy as like a little house gun.
It's a nice, I like the 410s.
Nice short package, easy to maneuver. And again, one could say that in the original vein of why braces were developed, a shorter, more compact firearm is easier to maneuver if you have a disability. It's less weight to hold up and try to shoot if you lack the upper body strength or have an injury or pre-existing injury. So yeah, I mean, these concepts are great for people who need a lighter, more compact firearm in order to enjoy their time at the range or to defend their home. So there are tactical reasons for having these. Also, you know, just to have fun and everything. All right, this is a CZ Scorpion Micro. So this is the tiny little Scorpion that's out now. So this is the shortest Scorpion. And you've got, in this case, a collapsible brace.
And that's a 9mm.
Yes, sir, it is.
Pistol.
It's a 9mm pistol. It transfers as a handgun.
With the brace.
With the brace.
Pretty trick.
The wheels are turning. Look at this guy.
That's pretty trick.
Yeah, it's like an MP5. Just pull up. There you go.
Yep. That is pretty trick.
Yep. Yeah, CZ developed this with input from like a drug task force interdiction team. Requested this as like a special configuration, and CZ decided to, you know, offer it as a package.
So to retract?
Yes, sir. Push down and just retract it. Yep, just like that.
Gotcha. And it goes into a
nice compact little package. Yep.
There it is.
Sven over at Manicore makes these adapters. Manicore arms. Really cool stuff. Yeah, different stuff. Now, my first Ruger 1022 is a Ruger 1022 that my grandpa bought in 1971. And that was my first one. And, you know, the Ruger 1022 has come a long way. All right. Now, believe it or not, this is just a pistol. All right, so this is a very highly modified Ruger 1022. All right, with the side folding SB triangle brace. All right, so you just pop that up and that folds. So this is our first iteration here that we have of a brace that folds out of the way.
Okay.
You got QD points on this chassis here. This is a Volquartsen trigger, mech, bolt, and their barrel, VF6 barrel. And we've got an AAC Element 2 suppressor. We've got rail sections here, you know, plenty of real estate for slings and accessories, a Steiner MRS red dot. You know, just a
So you
cute
started
little
off with a $200 gun, and now it's about $3,000.
well, maybe not that much. That rig there probably sets you back about $1,500.
Yep. Got the high cap Ruger mags.
Yeah.
I would like to know how many 1022s have been sold. That's yeah, quite a firearm.
Right, but old Bill Ruger though,
Got
I
an
would
old-
imagine that, you know, if he was still around, he probably wouldn't like that too much. Try that trigger.
Yeah,
That's a Volquartsen.
yep. We shot 1022s for a long time in the Sportsman Team Challenge, so I've got a lot of ammo through this kind of a 1022 setup. Well, of course, a heavier one, but
Yeah.
I like this. That's kind of
Well, it's handy.
yeah.
And that's the thing is getting back to the original concept of why the brace was developed was for people that, yeah, they may not be able to maneuver a longer, heavier gun. So it's meant to make that package shorter. This started out as a standard Ruger Charger, which transfers as a handgun. So
Right.
that's a handgun. Now, the way that the shotguns transfer, it's not a shotgun, it's considered a firearm. So that's one of those kind of like strange situations. You know, you get
Right,
into some
yep,
of this kind
yep.
of strange NFA territory. So let's look at this B&T here. That's an APC 9K. So that's the K version. Really, really great subgun. One of the best subguns out there. And this one has a folding brace on it. There you go. Just like an MP5. The way that it folds. Really, really cool stuff. And you can get these that accept their magazines as well as a Glock pattern lower as well that you can get for them. But very smooth shooting subgun.
And that's a 9mm too.
9mm. That's right.
Got a little
But
bit.
again, you got a brace on there, which is just, I mean, and that's a pistol. That's a non-NFA item. You know, very maneuverable. Great package for protecting your home. You know, good truck gun. And I know earlier I was kind of asking you some questions because I know Jerry's, you know, you're a little bit more on the competition side. Now, some of these things may not be practical for competing. Most of these packages, I think most people would consider more of a home defense role or whatever, or maybe just a fun plinker in the Ruger there. But do you see a lot of real compact setups like this in 3-gun, or are most people running?
No, we try to shoot something bigger and heavier so you can shoot it faster. For that, you know, for that application. But I kind of like the idea of having a compact. You can put this in a bag.
Yeah,
Take the mag out, fold it up, put it in something compact.
right.
That doesn't look like a gun case.
Right,
You know,
right.
carry a gun case, you're carrying a gun. This is kind of nice.
See, I see the wheels are turning.
Yeah.
The wheels are absolutely turning. I think he's going to be making some phone calls tomorrow. But the cool thing about this rig right here is that it fits perfectly into a surplus M60 barrel bag. Now, of course, it's a barrel bag. It's green, and
yeah,
it says
right.
M60 on it, but it fits an M60 barrel bag perfect. In fact, most of these will fit an M60 barrel bag. You can buy those surplus for like $10. I mean, and it's just a nylon cover. It helps keep the dust and bull crap off of your guns and everything like that. All right, so let's look at this Comrade. All
This
right,
is a Comrade?
that's the Comrade.
All right, brother, show me what you
Okay,
got.
so this is one of those really weird situations. Now, you look at this and you think, okay, yeah, it's a Saiga 12. So Kalashnikov USA is making this, and it's called the Comrade, and it's a firearm. It's a firearm. It's not a
Okay.
shotgun. It's a
It's-
12 gauge firearm.
It's like the Shockwave then.
It's in that same type of
Okay.
vein.
Yeah.
That's right. But standard Saiga 12 parts, 4 ends, accessories, pretty much anything that'll fit an S12 will fit this. It's virtually the same. I've got my old Go Gun brake on there from my other Saiga 12, same thread pattern, adjustable gas systems, things like that. But it's a 10-inch barrel. I think that's on that. And again, a brace.
A collapsible.
Collapsible brace in this particular situation. And I believe it has something to do with the collapsed length to the muzzle. And that's why they couldn't go with a shorter barrel, because I think that to make the overall length, if they would have went any shorter, it would make it an SBS.
Okay.
And I think that's the same type of configuration we wind up running into on some of the Shockwaves and things like that.
I didn't even know they made this. So pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that neat?
Yeah, it is. That's
and it can have the vertical grip on it too. It seems, so with the NFA stuff, I mean, I'm not claiming to be an NFA expert, and I'm not claiming to be a guy that's going to tell you what to do or what not to do, but there are a lot of really confusing things about the NFA, and there's a lot of things that you would think, well, why in the world do we have to put up with this or that? Why do we have to have SBRs, SBSs, when there's obviously certain lines that are blurred in a lot of particular situations? Now, I'm going to show you this thing. Now, this one will really screw with you. So this is the Flux Brace. Now, we've done a video on this.
Okay.
You probably haven't seen it because you're as busy as I am. But you've got this holster, all right, that this can sit in. And basically, you can take either a SIG M17 or your Glock, and you can set it up with this brace on it. And again, it's the same type of thing where now you've got a auto deploying brace.
Right.
Okay. And you've got, now, normally you can't put a vertical grip on a pistol.
Okay.
But this is not a vertical grip. This is an angled magazine holder with a flashlight. They call this the flash mag. So see, it's not a grip. Wink, wink.
Flash
this
mag.
is not a stock. Wink, wink. So see, you know, that's just...
That's a lot of groceries in one spot. And you have a holster to go with it.
That's right. You got a holster to go with it. And now look, to be 110% fair though, when you look at, you know, how maneuverable this setup is, it is stupid easy to use. And if you are somebody that does not have a, you know, metric ton of upper body strength, or if you've got an injury, as we mentioned, this is a great way to, you know, definitely control your pistol a lot better. And in my opinion, this totally meets the spirit of that idea 100%, because, you know, people, just because you have an injury or disability doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to protect yourself and have fun at the range. And that's as what the spirit of that is set up in. This is a 17L long slide, and those are Trigicon HDs on that.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of food groups in one spot. That I have never seen before. That's kind of different. Different.
So see, now you're thinking about a whole new 3-gun discipline. He's like, the wheels are turning. I know you're familiar with this, I'm sure.
The subcompact compact 3-gun circuit. Yep.
That's right. Yeah, the compact triple.
So this is more or less the first generation of arm brace.
Correct. This is a real early SIG arm brace. Now, when these braces first came out, there were some OEM companies that were having them made and everything like that. You can see that the overall form and function of this early SIG one, and then they still make ones like this, but you can see them. You could definitely, and I'll demonstrate just so folks understand. You've got the strap, okay, and the idea is that you strap this thing to your arm.
Put it on.
And you put it on. All right, and that makes it easier for me to support the gun. I can let go and it's still relatively supported. So if I've got an injury, my shoulder's messed up, whatever.
Right.
You know, this idea, this was invented by a veteran. Now, of course, that's I believe like a 12.5-inch barrel on that pistol. That's just one of the little SIG M400 or M400 pistols.
So once a receiver is dedicated to a pistol, it's always a pistol?
Say that I buy a receiver or something. Well, the configuration that I build the gun into is going to be what the configuration of the gun is.
Right.
That's why most gun stores, or if not, I even believe law in terms of the way that the forms are set up, you actually have to be 21 to buy an AR receiver for that reason, because that receiver can technically be built into a pistol. Correct. Because it's not being sold as a finished configuration, it's being sold as a receiver. And the end result of what the gun is depends on how you build it. So as a result, most gun shops, you're going to need to be 21 to buy a receiver. And it's weird. You know, it's just odd stuff like that.
Yep. There's a lot of variations of the theme here.
Right.
A lot of variations. So pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and that's not all of them. I mean, they make different varieties. Like they got one called the tail hook. That's a little bit more basic than this triangle folder. I mean, there's tons of different things, and there's tons of situations where the braces are made. And and honestly, this is the most important part of this video that I want to discuss, okay? I wanted this video to be about showing you guys ways that braces can be implemented on different guns. Now, what do you think? How has this changed the gun industry?
Well, it's a lot of options, user-friendly options.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the market for this kind of attachments have grown exponentially.
Yeah.
Little trick set up like that, just fun to have.
Right.
Just go out and shoot. You know, that's the thing about gun ownership. As long as you're safe and you're having fun,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about. So
I think people are buying more handguns for sure because
it drives the industry and get people out and have fun.
yeah, I think that there's a lot of situations where products are being developed and in a knowing situation where they know that, you know, if you were to drop an end cap on something, I mean, the old school way of running an AR pistol or an AK pistol with just a boring old end cap on it, and you got to put a sling on it and try to pull it out and shoot it like a, you know, a compact MP5 or something with an end cap, is not going to be as accurate as shooting with a brace or stock. So I think the brace stuff has really opened up a heck of a lot of people. You know, like look at Ruger approaching the Charger like this. Ruger would have never done this were it not for the prevalence of the braces.
Right. Yep.
Because that's a game changer. That's a non-NFA item. But if you look at a guy that registered a Ruger 1022 as an SBR, you know, 30 years ago, he's kicking himself now thinking like, what the heck?
He should have waited.
Yep.
I
think another aspect of it, Jerry, is that, you know, maybe the ATF, the government, it's my hope that they will see that this stuff is out there and much more prevalent and many more people are enjoying and using these guns safely and responsibly, that maybe now they'll kind of be like, you know what, this SBS, SBR thing, it really is bullcrap at this point. With guns being so much like Legos and being able to pull things apart and put things together in so many different ways, like, what's the point anymore?
It's a lot of points. That's just really hard to follow, you know, how it's changing so quickly. That's like
right.
when the Shockwave came out. That was a whole new step in the industry.
Yeah.
And it opened up doors for just about every gun manufacturer now makes a similar product.
And you're a Mossberg man, and you didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't know. I had never seen that. So this is pretty interesting. I like the configurations on the little 22s and stuff. It's just practical. So if you had a boat, you're a boater.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to bring your little 22 with you or something, you just pull it up, throw it in the boat, put it in the bag, you're ready to go.
That's precisely where I carry this is on my boat. And it's so fun to, like, you know, go out to a little sandbar shoal or out on the island somewhere and just hang out, you know, have fun. And kids can shoot this. It's nice and quiet. You know, anything that's light recoiling that you can shoot without ear protection, kids love this type of stuff.
And the suppressor is really, really nice on any firearm. That should be, without a doubt, available across the counter.
Yeah. And easier. I mean, the whole NFA rigmarole is a real pain in the butt too, because in many cases you're talking a year plus wait just to have a tax stamp approved.
Yep. Even in England you can buy them.
Yeah.
Without a stamp.
Yep.
Just walk up and buy them, and they appreciate the fact that it actually helps the shooter. It doesn't damage your hearing, so why not have it?
Yeah. Or hunters, you know, out on a Sunday trying to hunt or whatever and not worry about noise pollution from gunfire and things like that. It is courteous to your neighbors to try to shoot suppress.
And we want to be courteous.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you know, we're ambassadors to the shooting world. I mean, especially a guy like you, you know.
Once you shoot something with a suppressor on it, you say, why don't we have this all the time?
Well, then the next evolution to that is when you shoot something full auto, you're like, why can't we have this?
All the time. Yep, just fun. And the suppressor makes a lot of sense. The stocks do. If you're going to actually use your guns, you can take them with you easier. So it's all legal. It's all good.
I think that there's certainly a safety factor as well. You know, trying to shoot some short little pistol with an end cap and nothing to support it and have a chance of something going off in Blue Wonder or you losing control of the gun. This is a much smarter endeavor because, you know, always having better control over the gun is going to be safer for everyone around you and yourself, especially if you're on a busy range or something. Or, and like in Jerry's case, if you're competing, you definitely don't want to have, you know, some shoddy crap going on. You want to make sure everything's legit.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Well, Jerry, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this video.
Yeah.
You know, Jerry has been on the road all day. It's been a very long day, and it's been a long couple of weeks for all of us, I think. So it's been really great to just kind of talk about this, and I thought this would be a fun video concept because I wanted to show Jerry some braces but I also wanted you guys to kind of see, you know, what his reaction was to some of this crazy hardware and everything. Definitely go and subscribe to Jerry's channel. You'll see a link down in the description box below. Is there a braced firearm that we forgot to talk about or that we didn't show? What's your favorite one? Let us know in the comment section. And let us know what type of braced gun that you would like to see Jerry run fast. And maybe we can make that happen. What do you think?
We can do it.
All right. I'm pretty sure this man here can make anything go fast. So I think we can make it happen. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Any more videos on the way.